Welcome back. I'm here at my parents' house with my mom, Kathy.
Welcome.
Today we are going to talk about decluttering and downsizing when you're older.
I'm older.
Throughout the years talking about decluttering, I always get the comment or a lot of comments about downsizing. And since we've been decluttering your house, people would always ask, are you going to downsize and move and all that?
Get a smaller house, not have stairs. And I would always say, not yet. We can still make it up and down. We plan to be here forever.
And so because of that, we were decluttering your house. There's always a lot of space here. So we would declutter for what you wanted to keep here. And some of the time I would say, well, what about decluttering this extra stuff? And you would usually say something like, well, we have the space. Why would I get rid of that when we have the space for it? Mm-hmm. But then recently there's been a huge development, a big announcement here.
Big news.
Big news. My parents have come to the conclusion that they are going to try to move and downsize in the near future. So we have doubled down on simplifying.
Yes.
Decluttering.
We're getting rid of even furniture. And
we're doing a lot of decluttering. Yeah. Now, can you just go in a little bit on your perspective now compared to before? Like when you would declutter before, how you thought, and now? The difference.
Now I know I have to get rid of stuff. I have to get serious about it. I can't just keep putting boxes here and there and think, oh, I'll deal with that later. Now I have to make decisions because we've committed to finding and moving in the right place.
You've decided.
Yes, we have.
As we've been looking through your house now this last week, there's been so many things that we had gone through before, like your collectible things that you had in your glass cases. Before when we went through it, you had said, well, there's plenty of room in here. I'm going to keep all these things. And you were very, very picky.
Yes. And I did get rid of a lot of stuff at the time. A lot. But I still have a lot.
And now you're saying, okay, well, a lot more is going to have to go.
Yes. Right. Good. And with your help, we've been working on it.
We're going to share all those videos here going through everything.
Probably room by room.
Room by room. When downsizing, what are your ideas of what would be a good house for different than this one?
I'm looking for something with no stairs, probably 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, so we each could have our own bathroom, and something that's ready to move into, that's been remodeled or fixed up, or isn't falling apart, or have to redo the whole thing like you guys.
Yeah, our kitchen that we're redoing.
We don't have the energy to do that. It has to be comfortable and ready to go because we're not ready to do any work on a house.
If you did do work, you probably would not want to live there while it's happening.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be part of any of it.
Right. We wouldn't be doing it, no. So just something ready to move into.
One of the issues in your house now is you guys, just the way the house, there's plenty of room, but the way you have it laid out right now is one of those things where you've always had it that way. So it's always stayed that way, but you have a large piano.
Yes, in the dining room.
In the dining room. And that makes it hard because then you can't have a large dining table anywhere. It doesn't fit anywhere else.
Yeah.
So when any people come over, you never have, this is a common complaint of yours.
Right. It is.
There's nowhere to have a party or people.
Yeah, family even comfortably. We pull out a plastic pop-up table and so that would be nice.
And then you put it in the middle of the living room. So that's the problem. There's nowhere to put it because the piano's in the way. So that's something that you mentioned you're going to probably try to get rid of is the piano.
Yes.
The large piano.
The piano would have to go. And Carl's fine with that. Dad's fine with that. He said he'd just get himself a keyboard.
You won't have to take that to any new place.
It's more of the thinking like, we're going to have to do it. Eventually, we're going to have to leave this house. So we don't want to, we want to do it under our own control and not have to, give a huge piano to the thrift store. We want to be able to sell it and that kind of stuff.
Make the decision yourself.
Make the decisions on everything and be under control, not desperate, not where someone's fallen and all of a sudden we need to vacate. We want to control this.
You have the time now. Yes. You can go through everything now.
It's time.
And I feel like that's such a good thing to think of now instead of waiting till it's forced on you. And you've had some friends that have done this.
Yeah.
Where they made a, lateral move to a smaller place and it all worked out great.
Right.
And I just think it's just such a good time to do it.
Yeah, I do too.
Before, I think you would always say, well, we have a lot of big furniture, but it all fits.
Right. And we got rid of a lot of furniture already. But our big furniture is not going to fit into a smaller house. Pick and choose and see how we want to live.
What do you feel so far has been like the most maybe emotional part of this whole thing?
Dealing with my husband.
Worried about,
yeah, it's affecting him more than it's affecting me. I can just see that wherever I go, whatever I start with new, and I'm fine with it. But he's a person of routine and is very comfortable knowing where everything is and what it is and all that. And I mean, I can go stay in a condo or a hotel and I'm happy. I just adjust, and so that's not a problem. But I think that was
harder for some people.
Yeah, that's the most emotional thing.
Do you feel sad about leaving this house, the thought of leaving it?
No, not really. I mean, it's comfortable because like him, we know exactly, I could walk through this house blindfolded and know exactly what to do and how to, but that's okay. I like change.
I think that is one of the hardest parts of moving in general is you had everything set up and you knew where everything was. It all functioned because you've probably been living at the place at least a few years. You know, it all just works. And then when you move into a new place, you have to re-envision how you're going to do everything. How are things going to fit? And that is hard. You have to reorganize it and then live in it for a while and decide, oh, does this work here? Should it be moved to a different location? And I think that's a really hard thing.
And I can see it though, because we have a lot of space here, a lot of storage in the garage and all that. So when I go to Costco or something, I buy a lot of things just for backup. I just won't be buying backup. I only need, you know, so many boxes of cereal and toilet paper and all that. I don't need to have 5 months supply.
And you don't live far from those places. You can go at any time, any day.
Right. We're not out in the country away from the stores. So that's going to be a major thing too. I'm not going to overstock everything in the house and like 10 bottles of cleaning spray, but we don't need that. 1 or 2 will do. And
I agree.
Yeah. So that'll save a lot, I'm sure.
And that'll change, how much space you need. It will also maybe change how much money you might possibly be wasting if you were to get too much of something you didn't end up wanting or using.
Yeah, change your mind.
And I think that this definitely is more emotional for some people than other people. I know one of my kids that we talked about, oh, grandma and grandpa are going to probably move soon.
Number 2 kid.
Yeah, the second kid. He got super emotional.
I know.
Crying and why. And
they love it here. That's their escape. They come, they play the piano, and they do whatever they want.
It's a bigger adjustment for some people than others.
Yeah.
When I first started thinking about it, it is kind of sad because it's the house I grew up in. This actually was my bedroom that we're sitting in right now. It will be kind of sad to think, oh, we won't ever see that again, see that house again. Because the memories can be tied into the house.
I'll just miss my neighbors and my lifestyle here. Friends with all my neighbors, but we're going to live, you know, I would say in the area. So it would be short just to visit. That I can come up here or just
quick to get up here and just get around.
Yeah. Just we'll give them a call, say, come on down. We're having a party. So
come on over and hang out.
I'll still be friends and it'll just be we just won't be physically as close.
What are some things that you're looking forward to with a move?
I'm looking forward to, well, one, just the stimulation of buying the house and going through all this stuff and then packing everything up and downsizing and looking at everything. To me, that's exciting. So I'm looking for a little more excitement in my life. And
you had mentioned that this will be good because you'll have less to clean, less to keep up with.
Right.
As far as space.
I won't have to drag that heavy vacuum upstairs anymore. That's become a real problem for me. It'll be a lot easier to manage.
A lot easier.
Yeah, a lot easier to clean. Because what I do is I just don't clean. As you can see, as we're pulling furniture away.
She doesn't clean. No, your house is super clean, but I think you do what all of us tend to do, which is you vacuum the one area, the messy spots you see, and you're not going to be moving furniture to vacuum. So of course, when you do move the furniture, you see 30 years worth of dust
35
and debris.
years worth of dirt. It's like, wow.
I truly never thought you guys would even contemplate moving.
I know. I didn't either.
You said, this is my house forever. We're never moving.
I just started thinking the reality because we always said, well, we have 1 bedroom downstairs. And Dad's always said, I'll just go down there in the bedroom and I'll be fine. And I thought, what about me? Am I going to be like, that's a little tiny bed.
It's a tiny bedroom.
So what am I going to do? Be up rolling down the stairs? And, you know, even though he's older than me, you know, either one of us could have
a problem,
a need,
an issue.
Yeah. And then who's going to take care of who? And this way, it'll be a lot easier to manage.
And you had also at one point said, oh, well, we could convert the whole living room into a bedroom. But what I started to think, well, is if you did that, if you converted the whole downstairs into bedrooms and all of that, then you still have a whole upstairs empty with just for no reason.
What's the point?
I think it will be really a positive thing. And I know I am super excited for you guys because I think it's just a fresh take on everything and you get to look at your lives differently now.
Yeah. And we also get serious about going through all this stuff. I mean, we've been doing it, but now it's like serious, either get rid of it or have a plan for it. The stuff, books and memorabilia and all that.
It's interesting because I had done a video, I can link it down below, a while back that was something like 15 or 20 things that are taking up too much space in your house. And a lot of those items are things that you guys are now thinking of decluttering, like large bookshelves and file cabinets and all that kind of stuff. And those were the things I mentioned because they do take up so much space. And when you move to a smaller home, those are things that you just would never be able to fit.
Oh, yeah. No.
Big, bulky furniture.
And we have our furniture is from the 1990s, so it's really big. Really heavy, big oak, and it's,
it's nice, but it's just...
we don't need it. There's
bulky.
And I'd like a little bit of a change,
I think so too. I think a change sometimes gives you a new outlook on life and just makes it kind of exciting and fun.
Right.
If you have any questions, we can do a Q&A on this whole thing, the downsizing process and all of that.
Or if you have any advice, leave it in the comments. That would be helpful.
And our goals, this is our idea right now. We'll give you guys the preview of what we're going to do, at least in our heads, is we're going to go room by room through my parents' home. We're going to get rid of anything you guys don't think would fit into a smaller place. We're going to radically declutter anything you don't think you would use or still, want to look at, any of that kind of stuff. And then we're going to just simplify all of it. So when you do list it, it will look beautiful. And people can imagine themselves in this house.
Yeah, hide most of the extra stuff and put it out in the garage, and then they can picture their furniture in here.
Right. We are going to video all that.
Yes.
And do the step-by-step process of everything.
And share it with you.
And share it with you guys in videos, weekly videos. So I'm really excited about this whole thing.
Yes, I am too.
And we're going to be getting started.
Yay! Here we go.
I hope you guys will join us for this fun adventure. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join the channel. And we have new videos coming out of my mom and I talking like this every Wednesday at 6 a.m. And then our regular video every Sunday at 6 a.m. And I also have an email list you can join and blog posts about decluttering. So everything will be in the description box below. We'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye.
Bye.